feelings of fear.
My generation is facing a future of economic instability,
Uncertainty,
food scarcity, extreme weather events,
and helplessness.
and we, the children, are desperate.
Emma Lim is pledging not to have children. As the impacts of a changing climate creep closer, a recent American survey found most teenagers are frightened, and a growing number of young people around the world are being treated for eco-anxiety.
They don't realize where it's going. It goes straight to the ocean.
Growing up on Prince Edward Island, Paige Martin started feeling nervous about climate change in high school.
When you hear about the plastic and the rising sea levels, not only us, but you hear a lot of fishermen talk about just how scary it is and how scary our future can look if we don't change our ways.
Doctors say eco-anxiety or fears around climate change aren't irrational. The environment can impact the long-term physical and mental health of children in ways that don't impact adults.
We know that children breathe more air, they eat more food, they drink more water per kilogram body weight.
The Canadian Pediatric Society recently published a list of climate-related threats to children and their bodies, noting heat and cold-related deaths disproportionately affect infants and kids, along with air pollution, contaminated water, the rising risk of infections, and the effects of extreme weather.
It's about being reassuring, but being honest about what's happening and discussing what we can do to be part of the solution.
Julia Woodhall-Melnick studied the toll flooding took on families in New Brunswick last year, sweeping away homes, precious belongings, and peace of mind. Some needed medical help to cope, but for most, a renewed sense of community was vital.
So there were instances of moms taking their, very young children and bringing them to sandbag for their neighbors.
We were thinking of the secondhand toy sale.
Paige Martin started a nonprofit called Green Everlasting. It's given her back a sense of control over her life and shared responsibility.
They're getting out and taking action because they don't want the world to end up the way it's going.
Channeling fear, hoping they can do better for the next generation of children. Christine Birak, CBC News, Toronto.